Hi there, Strides folks. It's Wendy. I have a pretty light chair workout for us to do. This one will be one of our easier workouts. We're going to stay in our chairs for the whole routine. So for those of you who might have really sore knees or sore shoulders or backs, this will probably be one of the more tolerable exercise workouts that you can do, just because most of the exercises are very gentle. The way that this workout will go is we'll do 30 seconds of a whole handful of exercises that I've chosen. They're on my little sheet down here, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So let's get moving, guys, and I'm just going to start my watch so I can keep us going. And we're just going to start with a chair march. So I'll have a whole bunch of different adaptations for the exercises as we go. If raising your legs off the ground hurts, then you can just do this heel toe raise here and keep those arms going. If you get a lot of shoulder pain, you can be doing a smaller arm motion. Good. And then we're going to do some shoulder circles. Nice round circles, loosening those shoulders up. And then we can switch and go backwards too. Good. And now we're just focusing only on our arms, and we're going to be running. And so you're trying to bring those elbows back and forth, kind of in as big of a range of motion as you can. Don't hit the back wall though, so make sure that you've scooched forward in your chair. I'm kind of close, and I hope I don't nail my elbow. And now you're going to go as fast as you can. And then slow down. And we're going to go as fast as we can again. Good, just for 2 more seconds, and relax. And now we're just gently going to twist side to side in our chairs, loosening up our spines. Go nice and easy on this. I don't want you reefing on your back or anything like that. You'll feel your tummy muscles working a little bit, and your back should loosen up a little bit too. Good. Now we're going to do some ankle circles. So you have 2 options. You can hold your foot up in the air and do some ankle circles, or you can't really see just based on the camera angle, but just do some ankle circles with your foot on the ground. Just so you guys can see me, I'm going to show you the ankle circles with my foot in the air. And you can switch direction. Good work. And then let's go to the other leg. So again, ankle circles in the air, or put that foot on the ground and you can be doing your ankle circles as well. So I hope you guys are all finding ways to keep yourself occupied at home. I'm at home with my kids a few days a week, and it's total chaos. I think the kids love it. I sure am looking forward to better weather where they can go outside and play in the backyard a little bit more. So this cold weather has definitely made it a little harder for us. Okay, now we're going to do something called the chicken wing. So you're just raising your elbows up and coming down, and you're just going to be going up and down at your own speed. I don't want you going any higher than shoulder height though, so I don't want you going way up here because that's hard on the shoulders. If this really hurts your shoulders, then you could just do like a half raise and down, whatever works for you guys. Good work. Now we're going to do a heel toe raise. So you're going to raise your heels up, and then you're going to bring your toes up. So you can't really see my feet again, but so heels up and then toes up. We do this at Strides, and you can kind of start at a slower speed, and then we're going to go a little faster. Try to get those feet going back and forth and back and forth. Good work. Good. Now we're just going to be leaning side to side, so you can either cross your hands at your chest or have your arms to the side, and you're just going to be leaning to the side and then leaning to the other side. Lean to this side and to the other side. And if you have your hands at your chest, then you're doing it this way. Good. And now we're going to do our classic, one of our classic strides exercises, which is the backward lean. So sitting at the edge of your chair, then you're just leaning backwards and then coming to straight up, lean back, feel those tummy muscles engage, and come back up. If you want to have your hands down on your lap, that's okay too. And the big thing is only to go as far as you feel comfortable. So if you're getting any lower back pain, then you might just want to do a little bit of a backwards lean and then come up. Good job. Okay, now we're going to do some bigger arm circles. So you can do full height arm circles, or if your shoulders really bug you, you can stay to a lower arm circle. So you find whatever kind of height works for you. My shoulders are okay, so I can do big arm circles, and then I'm going to switch directions and go the opposite way. And again, the modified version is keeping those arms nice and low. That's still loosening up those shoulders. Good. Now we're just going to do some knee kicks and alternate one knee at a time, kicking out. Those of you whose knees bug you, this might really be too hard to go full extension, so you could just do a little bit of a kick out and that will work. Or even just sliding your feet out one at a time on the ground. That's a good option too. Good job. A few more kicks here. Good. Okay, this one is called open and close the door. So your hands are out in front and you're just opening them like doors and closing them. Opening them, and you want to squeeze those shoulder blades in your back, close. So you don't even need to use tubing, and this is a really good one for those shoulder muscles. Open it and close it. Some of you might have one arm that's a little sore, so you could just do one arm and that's okay too. Good. And then we have our strides exercise where we're opening and closing the door but using our knees instead. So they come out, you're squeezing those bum muscles when you open those knees up and close. Good work. Good job. This one is going to be a slower exercise where you're bringing your knee slowly up to your chest and then down. And then you're switching, slowly bring your knee up to your chest and down. For those of you that really bugs you, you can just do a very light leg raise, Because we're doing this one nice and slow, we're going to do this just for a little longer. So usually our exercises are about 30 seconds, but this one we're going to do for a whole minute. Good job. And always, if anything is causing you pain, just leave it out. Good work, you guys. And last one. Good. Okay, this one is a side lean. So now you're just leaning out to the side, coming back in. Lean out to the other side, come back in. Keep alternating side to side. And make sure that you're stable in that chair. So I don't want you leaning so far that you're falling out of your chair. You guys got to be careful, okay? Safety first. If you don't want to add your arm, you can just do this side to side without your arms. All right, now we're boxers, and you're just going to be punching to opposite corners, okay? You're punching all the coronavirus viruses that are circulating around. We're going slow here, and now you're going to go as fast as you can. Try not to be jabbing so hard that it hurts your joints, and then let's go back to a slower punch. Good. Okay, next one is you're writing the ABCs with your toe. Okay, so your leg is out and you're writing the ABCs one at a time. We're probably not going to get through the whole alphabet. If this really bugs you, you can just put your foot on the ground and do those ABCs as well. You can't see my foot there when it's on the ground. I think I moved my camera a little bit too high. You guys get to see, make sure you see all my arm motions, but maybe not so much of the foot stuff. Okay, and onto the other leg. I should do this like mirror image so you can make sure that I'm actually doing the alphabet to face you and I'm not cheating. Good work. Awesome. Take a break. And last one before we start this all over again is some shoulder shrugs. So you're just raising your shoulders up high, squeezing, and then relaxing. Raise it up and relax. Good work. Good job. So we're probably feeling nice and warm, and we're gonna do this again. If that was enough for you though, you can call it quits. But for those of you who want to keep going, let's go through this one more time. So we're back to starting with our marching again. And reminder that you could keep your feet on the ground to do your marching if you'd like. Good, now some shoulder circles. Good, and go the opposite direction. Really loosening yourself out. This is so wonderful for us to be doing our exercises. I want you guys exercising every day. Maybe take one day off a week. But for you guys to bust your stress, you guys all have the time right now. I want you doing the exercises. Okay, we're back to our seated arm run. So running with our arms moving. Again, if your shoulders bug you, then you can just do a smaller run. But if you feel good, go through that full range. And now let's do 10 seconds as fast as we can. Keep those tummy muscles tight when you're running in your chair. Good job, and relax. Okay, let's do our trunk rotation, twisting side to side. You can have your hands out or cross them at your chest and do your rotation. So my kids have developed their new way to get some exercise at home. They took all the pillows from in our living room and our basement and blankets and cushions and just piled them all up, and they just skydived from the couch down onto this pile over and over and over again. So I don't recommend that for you guys, especially if you have any joint problems. But for those of you who are up for adventure, maybe just throw some pillows at each other. That might be the best adaptation. Let's do some ankle circles here. Or you can phone your grandkids and tell them that they can keep busy. Let's switch directions. They can keep busy by putting a mountain of cushions in their basement. And let's do the other leg and jump into them. It's provided hours of entertainment for my kids. Good, and let's switch directions again here. Good. Up to our chicken wing. So raising those elbows up and coming down. Elbows up and down. And if your shoulders bug you, then just raise out a little bit and come back down. Now we're going back to our heel toe raise. So raise your heels off the ground, raise your toes off the ground. Heel toe, back and forth. So we'll start out pretty slow. And now let's pick it up and go a little faster. Good. And on to our side lean, leaning side to side. So Shania printed off some jokes for me to tell while I'm doing these exercises. So you guys keep doing your side to side raise or lean, and I'll go through some of these. Want to hear a bad cat joke? Just kidding. I'm a big fan of whiteboards. I find them quite remarkable. Good, now we're going to switch to our side punch. Oh, we might have skipped this one last time. We might have done punching. So this time we're going to punch out to the side. Adding a new one in here for you guys. If it really bugs you to punch out to the side, then you could just do your forward punching. So you guys just choose whatever works for those shoulders, but those of you who can, let's be punching out to the side. Good. Now we're going back to our strides. Backwards lean here, so sitting at the edge of your chair and then leaning back, coming back up to nice and tall. Keep those tummy muscles nice and tight. Good work. And if any of this causes you lots of pain in that lower back, then just do a modified version where you lean back just a little bit. Really protecting your spine. This shouldn't cause you super lots of pain, so you guys know your limits. Good work. Okay, into some arm circles again, so nice big arm circles. And if your shoulders bug you, stay nice and low. So I'm going to stay down here for a little bit. And then let's switch directions. Here's another joke. Did you hear about the monkeys who shared an Amazon account? They were primates. Primates. Ha ha ha! Good, okay, into some knee kicks. So one at a time, kicking those knees out. And again, if those of you have knee problems, you can do a smaller knee kick or just a slide on the ground, sliding out. Okay, so whatever works for you. Why did the PowerPoint presentation cross the road? To get to the other slide. Ha ha! Good work. Into our open and close the door. So Shania said on Facebook, she saw someone post that said, teachers should be paid $1 million an hour. And since I've been home with my kids trying to do school with them, I think it's more like about $10 million an hour that they should get. It's hard to teach your kids. Good, and now we're going to open and close the door using our knees. Okay, here's another joke. Patient, doctor, I need your help. I'm addicted to checking my Twitter. And the doctor says, I'm so sorry I don't follow. Haha. Those of you guys who aren't on any of the social media, I'm sure after all this is done, you're going to be social media experts. So you have to replay this video and you'll like actually get the jokes by the end of this. Good work. Okay, this is the one where we're bringing our knees to our chest. Nice and slow, one at a time. Raise that knee up to your chest. If this really bugs you though, then just do a small lift and a small lift. So only go through that range that you feel comfortable with. Good job. And now to our side reach. Reach out to the side, come back to the middle, and out to the side. Good work. That's working these side tummy muscles, keeping our core nice and strong. Good job. And one more. Good, we're going to go back to our punch. So you're punching opposite corners at kind of this nice controlled speed right now. You want to keep your tummy muscles nice and tight while you're doing this so your core is nice and stable. Good job. And for 10 seconds, we're going to punch as fast as we can. Punch, 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 guys. Good job. Be gentle on those joints, though, so don't be jabbing out and hurting those joints. Good work. Okay, back to our ankle alphabet. So writing with your toe, the whole alphabet, well, as far as we can get in about 30 seconds. Good job. Good work, and let's do the other leg. Starting that with A. I guess you could start off wherever you left off. My memory's not that good, I gotta go back to A every time. So I gotta give you a hamster update. In one of our earlier emails, once we kind of closed strides, I mentioned that my daughter got a hamster for her birthday, and that our little guy Jake, who's 18 months old, can open the cage. So far, the hamster is still around. Haven't lost him yet. He's a lot of fun for our family to get to hang around with. He brings a lot of cheer to us right now. And our last one that we're going to do before I finish with a few stretches is some shoulder shrugs. I'm just waiting for the day when the hamster gets lost in that big pile of cushions, though, in our basement. I don't know, that's going to be a rough day. Good job. Keep raising those shoulders up. And last one. Good. Let's finish with a little bit of stretches. So just open up your arms nice and wide. Cross in front. And open up. And cross. So it's very common with lots of uncertainty for you to feel lots of stress, for our muscles to get really tight when we're stressed out. So it's really important for you guys to be getting lots of exercise and then doing some good stretching to just loosen those muscles up, help you feeling as good as you can while all this is going on. Let's do our hip stretch. So you can cross your knee at your shin or your thigh, and you can bring this bottom leg in if you can. Then just lean forward over that bent leg. So you'll feel a big stretch through your hip, maybe through your back, maybe even down to the side of your knee. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lean a little further into that stretch. And another deep breath in. Exhale. Breathe deeper into that stretch. On your own, you can be doing these stretches, and I would recommend holding them for a nice long period of time, up to 30 seconds, doing these nice breaths in and exhaling and leaning a little deeper into the stretch. Let's switch legs. Again, cross at the shin or the thigh. Bring this in and then lean forward. And always remembering that you should only be stretching to tension and not to pain. So if this is really hurting you, then you need to come down to an easier level to make sure that it's not doing some harm to your back. We want this to be beneficial, loosening you up. Then again, take a breath in. Exhale, and a breath in. Exhale, lean a little deeper, and relax. Let's stretch our lower backs out, so turning your shoulders to one side, and then look over that back shoulder and hold it there. So you can use this hand to push against that knee to get a further twist in your spine, but again, just be gentle, know your limits. Slowly come back to the middle, and let's go to the other side. Look over that back shoulder. And relax. And then one leg out. I'll maybe turn the chair so you can see a little better. One leg out, one leg is bent, sit up nice and tall. hinge forward, and you'll feel a stretch through that straight leg in the back there. And take a breath in. Exhale, lean a little forward. And one more breath in. Exhale, lean down. Come back up. And other leg, sit up nice and tall, hinge forward. Breath in. Exhale, lean deeper. Another breath in. Exhale, lean deeper. Good, let's put our hands together and push them away from our body so we feel a nice stretch through our shoulders. You can tuck that chin down here. And relax. Now reach above your head and then push or pull this elbow back. So you feel this stretch in the back of the arm here. And relax. Now let's go to the other side. Push or pull that elbow back. Good, now let's do our necks. So just tilt your heads to the side here. On the side where you feel the stretch, you can push that hand down to feel a little bit more stretch. Just go nice and gentle, don't go too hard here. And slowly come up to the middle. Then let's go to the other side. Push that hand down. And come on up, then tuck your chin in and look down, and then you can apply gentle pressure to the back of your head and you'll feel this stretch the back of your neck. Keep that chin tucked in the whole time. And slowly come up. And then let's finish, as always, with some nice breaths in. So breathe in and exhale, and breathe in and exhale, and one more breath in and exhale. And one last thing that I want to encourage you guys to do is during the day, if you do feel like your stress and anxiety is kind of ramping up, is just to do a very simple breathing exercise where you're going to close your eyes and then you're going to focus on breathing in through your nose and then breathing out through your mouth. So we're just going to try a couple of these right now. But when you do these, I would recommend doing it at least 10 breaths in and out. It would take you about a minute to just calm yourself down. And there's a really good kind of stress relieving physiological response that happens when you just pause and take some deep breaths. So let's practice a couple here. Close your eyes and you're going to breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And in through your nose and out through your mouth. Make sure the TV and stuff is turned off when you do this as well so there's no distractions. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And one more, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. So you can do this as many times a day as you feel like you need. It's just a wonderful, wonderful stress booster. Keep moving, guys. Keep exercising every day. We cannot wait till this is all over and we get to see you back at Strides. And make sure you check out the other videos that Shania has posted on YouTube. So it's great seeing you guys. Take care.